Well, I think you could look at the logo on the back of our shirts, and you know, everywhere you looked, you saw the hashtag Own It, and it really started in June. It started in the summer conditioning and their summer workouts, and that was kind of a mantra of our teams. And I thought that as the year went along, they started to understand how to own it. It was one of those things that coaches talk about all the time, how the season is a process. And it really is. Everything is a process that you're trying to get to a specific goal. And I thought as the season ended, in particular down the stretch, you could tell that they really understood what they were trying to get accomplished. It didn't always work all the time, but they had a purpose, and I think that they all had a common purpose. And I really thought that came to light, you know, that they were starting to own not only just their own practice habits and their own ways of doing things, but really own the program and understand what they're representing.
Because you essentially spent a year and a half teaching this group of players what the Texas way was supposed to be, what it was supposed to look like. Now that you're getting to that point, as you mentioned, what's the next step?
Oh, there's a lot of next steps. It's funny that you say that. Our staff just met for an hour or two this afternoon just talking about that and where do we go now. And you know, I want them to be really excited about the things that they accomplished because they were significant. But you also want them to be hungry, and you want them to say, okay, this was good. We made a lot of progress, took a lot of steps, but what is next? And I think for our team, it's building and not taking any steps backwards. You don't want to get to a point where you're restarting. And we want to take exactly where we left off, and we want to build, and we want to get better. We want to get stronger this summer. We want to get faster. And then on top of that, I think we need to improve offensively, and I think everybody would agree with that. If you watched our team, we were pretty good defensively, rebounded the ball really well, and at times shot the ball well from the perimeter, but our decision-making was questionable at times. So I think that's something that we can work on this summer.
And as we talk about what the next step is, to focus a little more on some of the individual players, you look at your front court with NECA coming back as well as Amani. What do you need to see from that duo to make you believe that they are developing along the lines you need them to?
Well, continue to build. We don't want to take any steps backwards. We don't want to get to a point where we're restarting something. If you could take those players and say, okay, this is how much better you are in year 3. But where can you go from here? Can your skill level get better? Can your attention to detail get better? Can your conditioning get better? All of those things, and each one of them has some different things they need to improve on. But as a whole, if they can improve their skill level, improve their stamina where they can go longer in each possession and be a little more physical in each possession, then they'll be better.
How do you, as best as you can, seamlessly integrate this fantastic freshman class that's coming to the 40 Acres?
Well, I think first of all, it's the first time in quite some time for our program that we really are on solid ground. And when you're on solid ground, you can put what I call pieces of the puzzle together. And that's a big thing in recruiting to me, is that you don't just recruit people just to be recruiting them. You're actually, if you get on solid ground, you're recruiting pieces of a puzzle.
You can get a National Player of the Year.
And she's a piece of the puzzle. She's not, doesn't have to feel like she has to come in and save the world for our team. I think we're on very solid ground. So what those players can do is do what they do best and help our team take another step in a direction, but they won't feel like they have to save our team or save our program. I think it will allow them to be who they are. You know, they bring different things to the table, but I think you also have to look at our program as far as the solid ground is concerned. You have a lot of players that have been in our system now going on their 3rd year. They will be able to be leaders, which I think is the true test of a team.
Before I let you go, what was your favorite moment of the entire season?
Oh, gosh.
Put you on the
There
spot.
were a lot of really good moments, really, really good moments. And we had a great time at the tournament. It was a chance we had one night in between the 2 games where we had kind of a sing-along with it was actually a dance contest.
Wait, did you sing? Because you never sang on our show.
I did not sing, but the coaches had to dance, but that is private information right now at this point.
Right here, on this table, right here.
Absolutely
Come on,
not.
Coach.
I think my other coaches would kill me, too.
It was that bad?
Ours was. Ours was really bad. The players will tell you that, but it was so much fun. The players had a little dance-off with the cheerleaders and the band, and it was really a chance to let our hair down for a little bit and let them really see what the tournament is all about. You know, those were experiences that we didn't see the year before, And those are really something that not just the games, but they'll remember that the rest of their lives.
You know about technology these days. Video is out there of you dancing. If
we
you have
burned
the
it.
video of
We
Coach
burned it.
Aston dancing, please send it to us at Longhorn Network immediately because we need it for tonight's show.
And if you're a player,
then you lose your
Just don't do it.
scholarship
Just
if you
don't
see
do it.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate it. It's a ball watching this team build and grow to get to this point, like you said. Not just on stable ground, but doing great things moving forward into the future.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be fun
I want
to
to
watch.
say one more
Yes.
thing before I just want to thank the fans.
Yep.
They were awesome this year, and we just want to build on our fan base, and we want to build on the people that gravitated to our team this year, and we want to double our season tickets, and we want to get more people in the stands because this is going to be a fun team to watch. But the people that came out this year, and especially toward the end, it was terrific to see, and I just want to thank everybody for coming out. It was an awesome year.